Hi, I'm Bailey.
In 1911, Turkey established gun control. As a result, from 1915 to 1917, 1.5 million Armenians, unable to defend themselves, were exterminated by the Turkish government. As Americans, we don't want something similar to happen to our citizens. I've chosen this topic because guns have contributed to my family's living a great deal. Everyone in my family, including me, has all avidly hunted since early childhood. The use of guns to harvest and hunt animals has provided food for my father and I, as well as my grandparents and great-grandparents. Would you feel safe in your own home without owning any type of firearm? Would you or any member of your family feel infringed upon by not having the right to own guns to use for personal protection or for sport? The Second Amendment in our country Bill of Rights gives us the right to bear arms unrelated to service in a militia. Gun control laws can make households more vulnerable to attack by foreign and domestic enemies. In 2014, guns were used for self-defense 2.5 million times. What would have been the outcome of those times if guns weren't involved? A recent study revealed that 85% of men and women said that it would be harder to protect their homes and families with strict gun control laws. In the same survey, 74% of people said that they felt safer in their home where someone owned a firearm. In 1976, Washington prohibited residents from owning handguns. Shortly after this law was passed, murder rates spiked drastically, while the rest of the United States stayed average. In 2008, this ban was struck down, decreasing the murder rate almost immediately. Like I stated earlier, gun control laws take away from our personal freedoms, giving the government too much power. Citizens who have been disarmed in the past have often faced mass extermination. Some examples of this include the Armenian people of Turkey in 1915 and the Jewish citizens of Germany in 1933. Without the right to bear arms, people are more vulnerable in the case of an attack by foreign and domestic enemies. Mexico has set the strictest gun control laws of any other country in the world. They also have the highest murder rate of any other country, being 4 times that of ours. A recent survey ran in a U.S. prison said that over half the inmates there were either ran off, injured, or captured by an armed victim in which they were not related to a police force or government agency. Gun control laws can infringe upon the rights of citizens who use their guns for sport or for hunting. 30% of gun owners say they use their guns strictly for hunting. Without the use of firearms, many individuals will not be able to live out their family's heritage of hunting. Citizens who hunt also provide food for their families year-round. My father and I have never bought a package of hamburger because all of our meat comes from the white-tailed deer. Hunting helps keep land of good quality for the animals that call that land their home. This includes making sure there is proper food and water sources, along with thick patches for bedding areas for deer, rabbit, and quail. Without the want to hunt, these aspects of land management will deteriorate due to the lack of motivation by hunters and landowners. In 2015, there were 650,000 deer licenses purchased by citizens 16 years and older. Other than the want to hunt, people shoot guns for pleasure. These events include trap shooting and target shooting. If you're not aware of what trap shooting is, it's a machine that projects a clay target which you have to shoot. Many people do this for fun, but also many do it competitively for their high school, their college, or even an Olympic team. A recent poll said that 50% of prison inmates in which their crime was related to a gun obtained that firearm by theft. 1.6 million guns were stolen from U.S. homes and businesses in 2014. With that being said, guns can easily be obtained illegally by criminals who use that firearm in the wrong way. With the passing of more and more concealed carry laws, crime rates in the United States have dropped drastically. A recent study said that these new laws could help prevent approximately 1,570 murders, 4,177 rapes, 60,000 aggravated assaults, and 11,000 robberies. Hopefully our state of Missouri will see similar results in our new concealed carry law. This new law allows citizens 19 years and older to carry a firearm without the previous step of obtaining their concealed carry permit. Since December 5th, 1791, citizens of our country have had the right to bear arms unrelated to service in a militia. The Second Amendment in our country Bill of Rights grants us just that. Gun control laws could make households more vulnerable in the case of attack by foreign and domestic enemies. Would you feel safe in your own home without owning any type of firearm? Or would you prefer to be able to own and use a gun for either personal protection or for sport? Owning firearms has been a right in our society since the beginning of our country's existence, as specified in our Bill of Rights' Second Amendment. Banning guns will take away yet another piece of our liberty, leading us in the direction of socialism rather than safeguarding our great democracy.